I saw a captivating sunset at Bagan and discovered the devoted faith of the Myanmarese people who dream of realizing Buddha's land. I was also charmed by the simple laughter of Lepelle villagers who make a living climbing 10-meter-tall sugar palms. Today, I'm heading for Mandalay, the second city of Myanmar, which harbors Irrawaddy River and is a land where a rich Buddhist culture flourished. I wonder what new interesting stories await for me there. Myanmar is still an unfamiliar place for us, but this also means its cultural heritages have not yet been harmed. For today's journey up this 2,090-kilometer expedition up the Irrawaddy River, today I'm going to Mandalay, located at the river's midsection. Mandalay is situated on the east bank of the midstream area. It's the second city of Myanmar and is the center for culture and religion. Legend has it that about 2,500 years ago, Buddha and his disciple visited this city of Mandalay. The reason tourists travel to this attractive city, where ancient times and the present coexist, is to see the Mahamuni Pagoda. To the people of Myanmar, it is known as the holiest of temples.
저는 지금 마하무니 사원의 서쪽문으로 들어오고 있어요. 양쪽으로는 거대한 사자상이 있네요. 그래서 첫인상은 매우 압도적이고 웅장해요. 그리고 들어가는 사람들은 모두 신발을 벗고 양말도 벗어야 돼요. 그리고 모자를 쓴 사람은 모자도 벗고요. 그리고 너무 짧은 바지, 짧은 치마 안 됩니다.
A long corridor spreads before me as I enter the temple.
들어올 때만 해도 고청 사원이 눈앞에 펼쳐질 줄 알았는데 생각보다 긴 통로가 상점으로 채워져 있어요.
After passing a long line of shops selling various Buddhist souvenirs,
아, 이제 마하무니 사원에 들어온 것 같아요.
the interior of the actual temple unfolds before my eyes.
굉장히 선명하게 이렇게 황금색으로, 이거는 진짜 황금은 아닌 것 같아요. 설마 진짜 금이겠어요? 슈일라?
Srila.
슈일라?
Yes.
진짜 금이래요, 진짜 금.
Mahamuni Pagoda's walls sparkle with gold. It was built in 1784 by King Bodo Paya, who had thousands of people work on constructing it. The Mahamuni Buddha in the main sanctuary is very famous. But there is something you have to purchase before paying respects to the Buddha. It's a gold leaf.
1,600잣을 지불했어요. 우리나라 돈으로는 한 2,000원 정도에 지금 5개의 금박지를 받았거든요. 그럼 하나당 한 400원이니까 금인데 너무 비싼 거 아니야? 이렇게 생각하실 필요는 없을 것 같아요.
Its height is 3.8 meters. There is a special tradition where devotees apply gold leaves on the looming bronze Buddha.
이거를 저한테 주셨어요. 그래서 왜 주셨나 하고 좀 이상하다 생각했는데 저기 보세요. 여성분들은 이곳에 입장이 되지 않나 봐요. 그래서 남자분들이 올라갈 때 대신 좀 붙여달라고 이렇게 부탁을 하시는 거네요. 그래서 제가 지금 이렇게 임무를 수여받았습니다. 잘
붙여드리고 돌아오겠습니다.
They believe that if a woman's clothing touches any bit of the Buddha statue, then their faith will be weakened, which is why women are strictly restricted from entering.
이렇게 여자들 분바르듯이요? 이렇게 누르면 돼요. 많이 이렇게 바닥으로도 떨어지는군요. 날리고 떨어지는 금이 많은데도 지금 여기 두께는 엄청납니다.
The thickness of the gold that people have applied so far is about 15 centimeters, and their devotion grows as thick as the gold. The women who can't approach the statue are sitting afar at the entrance and praying.
겉에서 보는 것과 달리 굉장히 많은 금가루들이랑 금 조각들이 유실되면서 붙어있는 것 이상의 금들이 날아가면서 그러면서 오늘날의 저 좌불이 완성된 거거든요. 그러니까 보이는 것보다도 훨씬 더 강한 믿음, 훨씬 더 강한 신앙심이 지금 저 유명한 좌불을 만든 거예요.
The faith of the people will grow as deep as the gradually growing body of the Buddha statue. Various bronze statues at one side of the temple catch my eye as I retreat from the main hall. Originally made in the Angkor Empire in 1784, King Bodha Paya brought these bronze statues along when the Mahamuni Buddha was moved. Oddly, people can't seem to leave. They're busy touching the statues. The statue's eye, then my eye. The nose, then my nose. Why are they doing this? This is called the Statue of Healing, and legend has it that if you touch the area that ails you, you will be cured. I couldn't pass up this opportunity.
제가 좀 허리가 안 좋아가지고 허리를 이렇게 좀 꽉 안아봤어요. 근데 욕심이 생기더라고요. 이왕이면 그래서 팔다리도 좀 튼튼하게 해달라고. 그리고 또 자꾸만 이렇게 남의 말 안 듣고 제 생각이 아집이 세지는 것 같았고 귀를 만지면서 좀 다른 사람의 말을 경청할 수 있게 빌었습니다.
Myanmar's unique custom of applying gold leaves to the Buddha statues bores yet another tradition. You can hear the light sound of hammering. They are hammering none other than the gold leaves wrapped in leather that people were applying earlier.
이렇게 금박지가 얇게 펴발려 있네요. 저는 이렇게 되게 날라갈 줄 몰랐어요. 네.
까우색. 오케이.
지푸라기로 만든 종이 사이사이에는 여기에는 또 금박지가 들어있고요. 그리고 겉으로는 이렇게 사냥 가죽이 감싸고 있어요. 그래서 그냥 이것만으로도 금고에 딱 넣어도 전혀 이상하지 않은 그런 귀중품인 거죠.
Perseverance is essential in making the leaves so thin that they will fly off with the slightest breath. It takes 3 minutes for the water clock to fill with water. Repeat this 120 times, and that's 6 hours. The skill in hammering the gold evenly for 6 hours, so it doesn't rip, is the secret to making the best quality gold leaves.
သုံးတယ်ကကိုနန်းဆွဲလိုက်တယ်နန်းဆွဲလိုက်တဲ့ဒီဟာရ
ဘယ်လိုရ
9 မီတာ
The rectangular golden chunk is pounded into a 5-meter strip, which is then cut into 200 pieces, and then pounded into thin leaves again.
금박지라고 불려지는 이름 중에서는 가장 두꺼운 거죠. 역시 가볍지만 그래도 이게 앞으로 계속해서 작업하는 것들에 비해서는 몇 배, 심지어 거의 10배 이상 무거운 거예요, 이게. 30분을 작업을 하면은 이렇게 나옵니다. 그냥 보통 우리들이 생각할 때는 이 정도면은 거의 최종 작업이 아닐까 싶을 정도로 굉장히 얇아요. 그런데 제 왼쪽 손에 있는 거를 6분의 1, 6등분으로 쪼갠 다음에 그걸 다시 망치질을 해서 30분 동안 작업을 하면 제 오른쪽 손에 있는 게 되는 거예요. 그래서 이걸 어떻게 비교를 해달라고 제가 부탁을 드렸더니 그냥 이거는 맨손에 들면 안 된대요. 그만큼 더 가볍고 그만큼 더 불면 날아갈 그 정도가 된 거거든요.
Can you see how it flutters at a slight wave of this hand? The final stage is to stick the thin layers onto bamboo paper. They have to be extra careful because they are handling actual gold. She applies white powder on my hands when I ask to try it. The process is extremely delicate. You must be careful with the sweat on your hands, but also with the placement of your fingers.
이 엄지손가락을 후기면 안 되고 구부리면 안 되고요. 요거를 꼿꼿하게 세우고 있어야지 되나 봅니다. 근데 제가 힘 조절 못한지 자꾸 찢어져서.
My hands are trembling from the pressure of wanting to do a good job.
이거 다 삐뚤삐뚤. 아, 잠깐만. 제가 이렇게 얘기하거나 이렇게 코에서 바람이 나오면 여기 있는 귀한 금가루들이 계속 날아가요.
When the gold leaves are completed, they're sent to temples all over Myanmar.
죄송할래. 오늘 제가 여기 그리고 제가 만든 것 중에 특히 여기에는 더 듬뿍 붙여주셨어요. 그래서 무거워. 오늘부터 발길도 조심해야겠어요.
Underneath their deep Buddhist faith lies the hard work of many people in Myanmar. – 4 a.m. the next morning. I go to Mahamuni Pagoda once more to see a reverential ritual that takes place in the temple. The temple is already packed with worshippers. When it's time, the monks move in haste. The face cleansing ceremony that takes place every morning is an old custom, unique to Mahamuni Pagoda. The ritual lasts for over an hour, and the ambience is full of reverence. Meanwhile, the temple fills with prayers of women who watch the ceremony aired live on the TV screen at the entrance of the sanctuary, since they are not allowed to enter. Their prayers resonate with earnestness, piercing through the anguish life presents. I wonder when their heartfelt prayers will be heard.
ဘုရားကြီးနည်းနည်းသေးရတော့သူကအိမ်မှာအနေရကင်းဆောင်ကြတာပေါ့အိမ်မှာပဲဖြတ်နေဆိုင်ကနေပဲဖြတ်ရင်လက်လက်ပါရွှင်နေ
When the face washing ceremony is over, the devotees get in a long line. They are waiting their turn to receive the water that was used in the Buddha's face washing.
ဘုရားသခင်မှာထားပြီးတော့အိမ်မှာမနေ့တိုင်းကိုမျက်နှာမျက်နှာကြည့်အောင်နည်းလေးစိတ်ရွှင်လန်းအောင်
ဆိုတော့ဒီမှာဆေးရောင်းနေပြီဆေးရောင်းနေခါကျမနေ့တိုင်းဆေးကုန်မှချမ်း
I realize once more that in Myanmar, Buddhism is not a religion, but rather a staple of life itself. Morning has settled in Mandalay.
현지인들이 붐비는 음식점은 제가 항상 들려보거든요. 여기는 정말 제가 생각할 때 100점 만점 그런 곳이에요. 현지인들 많죠. 규모도 엄청 크죠. 저는 이런 데 올 때 초조한 게 뭐냐면 빈자리가 없을까 봐.
It's early morning, but there are hardly any empty seats. I finally managed to find a place out in front.
의자가 높이가 이거밖에 안 돼요. 그래서 이렇게 약간 쭈그려 앉는 것처럼.
Myanmarese people generally like to eat this for breakfast.
모잉가라고 하는 국수 요리를 이 친구가 추천해 줬거든요.
Mohinga is a popular simple breakfast in Myanmar, which consists of rice noodles topped with a broth of catfish or some other freshwater fish. Some people even order takeout with separated broth and noodles. It's a popular dish served to guests during various celebrations. Wow, the food is here already.
추어탕 맛이에요. 추어탕. 거의 90% 흡사한 추어탕인데 우리나라 추어탕에는 레몬 넣어서 먹지 않잖아요. 레몬은 역시 그 옆에 있는 분들을 시키는 거 같이 따라서 시키면 실패하지 않는 것 같아요. 일단 맛있게 먹겠습니다.
The spices aren't as strong as food from nearby Thailand or India. The mild flavor is easy to eat. I finished the broth in no time. Morning on the Irrawaddy River is full of vitality.
아침이라 그런지 짐을 나르는 사람 그리고 또 어딘가로 가는 사람들 때문에 상당히 소란스럽고 또 웅성웅성하는데요. 여기서 이제 이와라디 물길을 따라서 또 어딘가로 가고 또 어딘가로 오고 또 수많은 제가 모르는 곳들의 이야기들이 여기에 숨어 있는 거죠.
Per Myanmar's policy, foreigners are still prohibited from boarding passenger boats, so we decided to rent one.
이게 제가 타고 가야 할 배인데요. 아, 위에는 좀 근사합니다. 아, 저분이 선장님이신 것 같아요. 맹글라바. 아, 배 또함래?
To the people of Myanmar, the Irrawaddy River used to be the only link between the north and south before the railroads or roads were built, and sometimes it was also an intense foundation in which they had to risk their lives. We must have traveled about 2 hours.
대나무가 쭉 연결돼 있어요. 상당히 큰 작업인데 왜 저걸 저렇게 해놨는지 모르겠네요.
I discovered a group of villagers working on a strange-looking project at the riverside. They are tying the bamboo into a lattice-shaped figure spacing them out evenly. What in the world could it be? Much of the bank was swept away during heavy rain, and the village men have taken it into their hands to prevent further erosion. But can this spindly bamboo structure stand more heavy rain?
탄성이나 이렇게 늘어지는 건 전혀 없고요. 이렇게 사람이 묶었을 텐데 아주 견고해 보이기는 하네요. 그래서 여기에 아주 적합할 것 같아요.
The task of building the structure looks endless in this heat.
저도 이렇게 더운데 작업하시는 분들은 훨씬 더 더울 거 아니에요. 그래서 제가 일손 돕기에는 제가 너무 민폐고요. 일을 잘 못해요. 대신에 음료수라도 좀 대접해 드리려고요. 여기가 구멍가게인가 봐요. 의외로 제품이 많이 있네요.
I discover something unexpected in this store.
아, 이거 배터리인가 봐요. 배터리가 여기에 잔뜩 모여 있어요. 아, 여기서 이렇게 충전해가지고 이걸 갖다가 각 집마다 가져다 쓰나 봐요. 아, 너무 재밌다.
They don't have electricity in this town, so they use the village generator to recharge batteries, which is used in each household. With a single generator, this small village corner store instantaneously turns into a theater for the villagers. How about it? Nice, isn't it? Wow, so many DVDs.
냉장고에 있었으면 더 좋았을 뻔했는데 여기가 아무리 전기 부자여도 냉장고까지는 없네요. 그래서 음료가 차갑지는 않아요.
The people have been working since 7 a.m. in the blazing sun.
이거 드시고 하세요.
I hope this drink can be a respite for the workers.
자연과 인간이 대립하고 해결하는 거야 어제 오늘 일이겠습니까? 그런데 제가 직접 봤잖아요. 그러니까 부디 내년, 내후년에 이곳이 사라지지 않고 무탈하기를 진심으로 바라봅니다.
Not wanting to get in their way any longer, I hurry back on the road. I must have traveled about an hour more. When I arrived at Miganji village, which is 5 hours by boat from Mandalay. This village is famous for its unique fishing technique. Irrawaddy river dolphins and humans create amazing teamwork. However, there's a shift in the weather.
돌고래가 바람이 많이 불면은 또 안 나타난다고 하는데 또 갑자기 바람이 불기 시작했어요.
I hop on the boat, a little worried and a little hopeful whether the dolphins will appear.
과연 몇 마리나 보일지도 궁금하고요. 여기까지 온 되게 긴 시간이었잖아요. 그 시간이 돌고래를 보면서 이제 보상을 받는 거니까.
Unlike the cute round heads of the Irrawaddy dolphins, their bodies are nearly 2 meters long. They are famous attractions of the Irrawaddy River. An hour has passed already. Will the dolphins really come? The fisherman, who has been keeping an eye out for them a long while, starts making a funny noise. He slaps the water with a pole, signaling to them. Just then,
저기 고래 봤어.
a dolphin shows itself from afar.
보기는 했는데 그냥 이렇게 등만 살짝 하면은 이게 수면 밑으로 들어가서 돌고래한테 닿는 것 같아요. 그래서 저도 한번 흉내를 내보고 있는데 저보고 잘한다 그러시는데요.
For some reason, the dolphins only swim at a distance and won't approach the boat. I pictured a dolphin rushing through the waters and hurting the fish, but it's a little disappointing, but I'll have to wait until next time.
기대를 너무 했나요? 솔직히 너무 보고 싶었던 장면이어서 못 본 게 많이 아쉬워요.
The Irrawaddy River naturally flows through the daily lives of the Myanmarese people. It's a playground for some, and a lifeline for others. This river is the only drinking water that the Miganji villagers have access to. They simply let the impurity settle and drink it as it is. Tonight I will be sleeping on the boat.
사방이 그리고 또 땅, 하늘이 다 깜깜해요. 그래서 물소리만 이렇게 찰랑찰랑 나니까 그냥 좀 약간은 외롭기도 하고, 근데 그게 또 싫지는 않은 느낌 있잖아요. 내가 참 멀리 왔구나.
It's raining stars. I feel as if I'm adrift on a vast cosmic river by myself tonight. The slightly lonely night on the Irrawaddy River deepens. The next day, I return to Mandalay. On Thangthaman Lake, which is approximately 11 kilometers south of Mandalay, is the longest wooden bridge in the world. It is 250 years old. This is Ubayan Bridge. Ubayan Bridge was constructed 250 years ago and was named after the mayor of Ava, who built it. In order to build this bridge, materials were brought over from the Ava Palace ruins. The 1.2-kilometer bridge seems to continue on forever over the expansive lake.
여기서부터 갑자기 난간이 없어요. 높이가 상당히 높은데 난간이 없네요.
It's rather scary how the wood creaks with each step, as the structure is so old.
근데 저만 불안해하는 것 같아요. 오.
It doesn't decay much because it's made with 1,086 teak planks, which are very durable even after long periods of time.
이렇게 난간은 없지만 벤치들은 곳곳에 있나 봐요. 그래서 이렇게 앉아서 쉬시기도 하고.
Man and nature merge together to create a beautiful landscape of rest.
미얀마에서 그리고 동양에서 가장 큰 나무다리라고 해요. 그래서 관광차 오신 분들도 많고요. 그래서 다리가 굉장히 많은 사람들로 붐비는 다리예요.
I keep walking like that into the strange yet peaceful landscape.
오늘 낮에는 굉장히 더웠는데 지금은 해가 질 때쯤 되니까 기온도 딱 적당하고 여기 다리 위에는 바람이 많이 부네요. 그래서 막 뜨거웠던 몸이랑 그리고 또 막 지쳤던 마음이랑 다 한꺼번에 식혀주는 것 같아서 이 다리 위를 걷는 게 저에게는 좀 영양제 같습니다. 영양제.
Ubayan Bridge is especially popular for its beautiful sunrises and sunsets.
sunset
sunset နေထွက်လည်းကြည့်တယ်မနေ့4နာရီဝန်းကျင်ဆိုရင်ရောက်နေပြီဆောင်း
စောင်းနှင်းဆိုရင်ပိုလှတယ်
အဲ့လိုမျိုးလာအဲ့ဒါကြောင့်အလားများတာ
At sunset, the bridge, which used to be a link between villages, presents us with an even more gorgeous sight. Mandalay people cultivate the golden land along the Irrawaddy River. Leaving my gold-tinged spirit behind, I change directions for my next destination.
아이고 아이고 아이고.